So it's a pullback day in Bitcoin, which is really frustrating. One of the main reasons, I'm going to put regular candles on and zoom in. One of the main reasons it's frustrating is when you just look at a chart and look at the rallies in this Bitcoin, here, when we had this impulsive rally off the low, you know, we had a really nice, and you can see this strong move. And each one of these are corrective moves that haven't made new highs, have been choppy and overlapping. So even when they look like they start strong, they haven't really kind of got there. They haven't really started strong, and they've become almost immediately choppy and overlapping. So when we look at today's price action, okay, you can see we had a small red reversal and then no follow through. Here, small green, I mean, and here we've got a small green. What I'd really like to see is this to find some support this morning and then turn and just carry on rallying really strongly. And if we can do that, then and we start seeing some price action like this, I think that we can be more confident that we've seen some kind of a bottom. So far, let's be honest, it's not inspiring, is it? Not only have we not gone far enough to reverse the downtrend, here we are at the 4-hour moving averages. Now, each one of these, the problem with a reversal is each time you turn around, you are going to bang your head on the moving averages until you get back above them all. But that's, you know, once we're above them, then happy days. We've got clear sky above and we should really move it. So where are we going to look for a pullback to today? I'm going to put regular candles on Bitcoin. We're going to do our little 50% rule of this green candle, yesterday's candle, because this will be a bearish reversal pattern called dark cloud cover. Because we've made a new high, it will be called dark cloud cover if we close below 50% of this green. So let's zoom right in, see where 50% is. 34.34. So 34.34 is where we don't want to close below on this daily candle. So far it looks like we found a bit of buyers off the lows maybe, and you know, first thing in the morning, which is this time, this is when we get the fake out moves. So I would not be surprised if this is a little bit of a shakeout. If we go down to a 15-minute moving average, you can see we're sitting right on that 200 moving average, which is the hourly 50. So ABC, if we're going to rally, this is it. If you're long Bitcoin, this is where you're looking for it to hold. And if you're long Bitcoin and you haven't decided to hodl no matter what, then this kind of lows here around 3,400 is where you're hoping to see it continue higher from. Otherwise, we are going to do a retest of the lows, and you know, and then we're going to look for it to hold support and stay strong there. But you know, sometimes it's a better bottoming pattern. And here's the thing with Bitcoin. Here's a little warning. Bitcoin loves to retest the lows with a lower low. So, for example, here, made a low, retested it with a slightly lower low. Made a low, retested it with a slightly lower low. This did not happen here. Low and a retest with a slightly lower low. Here's a low and a retest with a slightly lower low. In fact, down here we have the same pattern. Bitcoin likes to make this chart pattern. So the dollar Canadian is another one that loves to do that. Canadian loves to spike levels and then reverse. So here in Bitcoin, we can look, if we do come all the way down to these lows, don't be surprised if it retests them, makes a slightly marginal lower low and then reverses, because it likes to do that. It's got form in that area. It does it at highs as well, but it's got particular form at lows. So that's where we are with Bitcoin. Maybe we rally from here. Maybe we come all the way back and retest the lows. If we go down on a 5-minute chart, we've sort of stabilized here, but we could go either way, and it could, you know, be a little bit ugly. I think in stocks, you know, if we're going to be properly risk on, everything seems to be quite positive, and certainly in US markets, but in Asian markets maybe not so much. So let's see.